Okay.
So, second element is the bromine. So, bromine is the nonmetal. It need one electron, like I told you. This is the longest electron configuration I am not putting here because I told you like this. This belongs to 7 group. It needs one electron to become stable. So all elements present in this group, they need one electron to become stable. Okay.
Okay.
So this bromine gains one electron, then it become bromide ion. Then you can write the overall equation. Potassium ion and bromide. Then it become KBr, potassium bromide. You have to see here one thing. This is the bromine. When it get electron, it become bromide ion. Okay?
Okay.
Like this is the chlorine atom. When it gets electron, it become chloride ion. So we have another multiple example, like if I told you, one, if we add one another group like oxygen, sulfur, selenium, toluene, their electron they need two electron to become stable. Okay, so it means
Okay.
there is the shortage of two electron to complete their octet role. So if we draw example from magnesium oxide, you can explain like this. So you are seeing here magnesium represent in the second group. So magnesium can lose two electron to become stable. Every atom has its valency or oxidation state due to gain and lose of electron. So magnesium loses two electron, then it becomes stable.
Okay.
So it is losing two electrons. It will have plus two charge. You can see its atomic number is 12. You can draw in the first shell there will be two electron, and second shell will be there will be 8, and third shell will have two electron. So when it loses these two electron, then it becomes stable. So it loses this two electron, then it becomes stable. You can draw its electron configuration like 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, and 3s2. Okay.
Okay.
So the second element that gains electron from the magnesium, that is oxygen. So magnesium is present and the oxygen is present in the sixth group. Sixth group element require two electron to become stable. So oxygen is gaining 2 electron, the loose electron of the magnesium. Then you can draw this equation like this. Like this magnesium has a +2 charge and oxygen has O -2.
Why do we make that trial generalizing?
Then this become magnesium oxide. Here's one new thing that we need to understand for making any compound. You know, valency or oxidation of magnesium is 2. You have to write the valency or oxidation of state of magnesium at the below of oxygen. Okay. So you have to write the valency of oxygen below magnesium. So valency of oxygen is -2.
But even that, whether you're studying the school or not,
When there are same number.
not normally. What do you say about it?
When you are seeing they are same number, you have to divide that number with, like there is 2. So when you divide this, after dividing, then this compound is become magnesium oxide. Okay.
Okay.
So magnesium oxide is a ionic compound because this compound is formed due to ionic bond. Got it?
Okay.
Now you have to explain another example like aluminum oxide.
Write the topics, whatever you have studied on the classroom, each topic.
This is the ionic compound. It has the ionic bond, aluminum oxide. How you will draw this structure according to the ionic bond theory? Firstly, we check the position of the aluminum and oxygen in the periodic table. If we see, aluminum is present in the third group.
Okay.
So its valency will be +3. Okay.
Yeah.
Its valency indicate it has the ability to lose 3 electrons to become stable. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have to check the ionic bond in the aluminum oxide. So this is the aluminum. It's you know that its atomic number is a 13. So it need to remove these three electron to become stable. So it can lose 3 electron because it is a metal. Metal has the ability to lose electron. So it is
Okay.
losing 3 electron, it will get +3 charge. Okay.
Okay.
And the second element that is forming ionic bond with aluminum, that is the oxygen. You know that oxygen is present in the 6th group. So its valency will be 2. It's mean it gained only 2 electron to become stable.
So which number is missing from this number line? We have a green box.
When oxygen gains 2 electron, because it is a non-metal has the ability to gain electron. So it become O minus 2. So when you write its equation according to the ionic bond concept, then you will write this aluminium. Its valency or oxidation is +3. With oxygen, that valency is -2. Then you accumulate both elements, aluminium and oxygen. Aluminium oxide. How you will write the valency? I told you the concept. You will write the valency of aluminium below oxygen. Valency of aluminium is +3. Then you will write below oxygen, okay? And the valency of oxygen is 2. You will write below aluminum. You have to write the valency in the reciprocal state. Valency of aluminium is written below the oxygen, and the valency of oxygen is written below the aluminum. So this is the ionic compound. It is known as aluminium oxide. Here's another one concept to know about the name of oxygen. When oxygen didn't gain electron, it has oxygen. When it gains 2 electron, it become oxide. Okay?
Okay.
You can say this is the oxide.
Okay, that's fine. So like in the next class, we will be starting from the income concept of income statement.
So this is another ionic compound, and through which ionic bond is present in this compound.
Okay.
Can you give me the another example we have to explain that is present in your book?
So that I can download the book, so we can use this book in the tomorrow class or the after tomorrow. Because like
We have to check magnesium chloride. Okay? Magnesium present in the second group, and chlorine is present in the halogen family, 7 group. Magnesium chloride.
So I would have books, and I will be using the book which we. So
now we will check how magnesium chloride is formed. Magnesium is present in the second group, so it will lose. It has the ability to lose electron. It loses 2 electron to become stable.
Write the author name and the author name, the book name, and the O level, whatever the covered by whatever. So that I can example.
So it loses 2 electron, it gets charge +2. And the second atom of this, chlorine. Chlorine has the ability to 1 electron to become stable. After gaining this 1 electron, this become chloride ion.
Okay.
Write the title, accounting.
So you have to write together like magnesium chloride, how they overlap. Magnesium, after gaining 2 electron, it has valency +2. And chlorine, after gaining 1 electron, it become chloride ion. Then you write. After writing, you check their valency. So valency of magnesium is +2. You will write the valency of magnesium below chlorine. And valency of chlorine is 1. you write or not write, it is equal. Okay. So there is nothing, it means there will be one. So this is the ionic compound, magnesium chloride. Okay.
Okay.
Now we have to check their characteristic. What are the characteristics of ionic compound? The compound that have ionic bond. Firstly, you are seeing there is the ionic interaction. When there is ionic interaction, it means that is the most stable.
Okay.
We have to check out the features of the ionic compound.
In boiling point, for example, if you will reveal boiling point of that will
Firstly, we can say it is a strong bond.
Starting with
right?
book and the concept from next class.
It required more energy to break bond.
If you have thank you very much. And I will be starting from that class. And if you have any issue right now in the mental studies, you can ask me. Otherwise, like we will meet in the next class on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Again, right?
You know the energy required to break this bond. That energy is called bond energy. Okay.
Okay.
So it's a mean we have studied the multiple bond like ionic bond, covalent bond, metallic bond. So the strongest force is present in the ionic compound.
Okay.
So we can say the bonding energy of ionic compound will be high. Okay.
Okay.
So we say, but we can differentiate more which compound is more ionic and which is the less ionic. You can see here the strongest ionic bond will be present between the first elements and 7 group element like lithium fluoride.
Okay.
And sodium chloride and potassium bromide. These compounds will be highest ionic bond strength. But if we see the interaction are strongest of the beryllium oxide, magnesium sulfide, these will be the weakest bond than lithium fluoride and sodium chloride. Because there is a weak interaction. There we can say they require less energy to break this type of bond. So their bonding also depends upon their electronegativity difference.
Okay.
Because you cannot point out separate order from largest to the smallest.
So when they require highest energy to break this bond, it's mean melting point and boiling point of ionic compound will be high.
Yeah. And
High melting point
we have 7. That is
and boiling point. Do you know what is the melting point and boiling point?
What did you say?
Can you tell me?
saying that
Can you repeat the question, please?
G. Actually, melting point is the point, the temperature that required to melt any compound. That is called melting point. Okay. Likewise, boiling point is a point, is the temperature that is required to boil any compound. If we see the any ionic compound, Firstly, we see all Na compound has highest melting point and boiling point. We have to explain one example like common salt that is known as NaCl. Its melting point is 800 degrees centigrade. Actual is the 801 degrees centigrade. It's mean at this temperature NaCl melts. So its melting point is 801 degrees centigrade. If we see their boiling point will be highest 8030 degrees centigrade. But its boiling point varies, but sometimes its boiling point will be 8100. So most probably and nearly to actual, that is the 8030 degrees centigrade. Mostly a compound depends upon the condition. They would have 8130 degrees centigrade. Okay.
Okay.
So can ionic compound conduct electricity? What is your suggestion about this?
For example,
I'm not sure.
Cannot conduct electricity.
Okay.
Why? What is the reason behind it?
Is it because when they're solid, then they don't have any delocalized electrons?
Okay. But the factor that need to explain and they are unable to conduct electricity, that is the reason behind it strongest electrostatic force of attraction. Okay, because this is the ionic compound. This is the strongest force, positive and negative. When there is the interaction between positive and negative, that is the strongest interaction. To break this such type of interaction, you require more energy. When you cannot break such type of bonding, so there will be no free ions. So electricity depends upon free electron and free ions. When we talk about for the electricity conduction in metal, so we see the presence of free electron. When there are available free electron, it means metal can conduct. When there is no free electron in the metal, so metal cannot conduct electricity. But when we talk about ionic compound has ions, positive and negative. Okay.
Okay.
So when you have the ability to break this bonding, you can separate these ions. When you have these free available ions, then you can conduct the electricity through ions. It's mean any compound can conduct electricity when it is fused, when it is present in the melting form, when it has the free ions. But mostly it cannot conduct electricity because it cannot break this such type of strong bonding. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Is there your question about this?
No.
Okay, firstly we have to, and finally we have to see again this lecture. This is ionic bond. It is present between metal and non-metal. It is formed by the transfer of electron from one atom to another atom. When we see the periodic table, there present metal and non-metal. Metal has the ability to lose electron, and non-metal has the ability to gain electron. Metal donate electron, non-metal gain electron. When this type of transfer of an electron from metal to non-metal, such type of bonding is called ionic bonding. So we have to check the example between sodium and chlorine. So sodium has the ability to lose one electron that is present in its valence shell. When it loses its electron in the valence shell, it becomes stable. So chlorine has the ability to gain one electron because in the valence shell there are 7 electrons. When this gains this electron of the sodium, it becomes stable. After accepting the one electron, after gaining the one electron from the sodium, chlorine becomes chloride ion. Then you have to write this accumulatum sodium and chloride. It become NaCl. This is the ionic compound. This is the strongest. It has highest melting point, 801 degree centigrade. Then we have checked the example of potassium bromide, how ionic bond is present. KBr, we check the electron configuration of potassium. So there is one electron in the valence shell. It has the ability to lose this electron. Then this is converted into the potassium ions. Then second element is the bromine. Bromine has the ability to one electron from the potassium. Then it becomes bromide ion. After losing and gaining electron, it becomes KBr, potassium bromide. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Then we check the example of magnesium. Magnesium has the ability to lose electron. Oxygen has the ability to gain 2 electron. It becomes magnesium oxide. Then we check the example of aluminium oxide. Aluminium is present in the third group elements. It has the ability to 3 electron to become stable. Then second element is oxygen. Oxygen present in the sixth group. In the sixth group element require 2 electron to become stable. Then it gains 2 electron from aluminium. It become oxide. Then you have to write aluminium and oxygen. Then it become aluminium oxide. You have to write the valency and their reciprocal side. Valency of aluminium will be written below the oxygen. Valency of oxygen is written below the aluminium. Then we check the example. Then we check the example of magnesium chloride. Magnesium has the ability to electron. It become magnesium ions. Chlorine has the ability to 1 electron to become stable. It become chloride ion. After losing and gaining electron, it become magnesium chloride. Then we check the characteristic of the ionic compound. It is the strongest bond. More and more energy is required to bring such type of bonding. Due to presence of strong force attraction, they will have high melting point and boiling point. NaCl melting point 801 degree centigrade. So there is a strongest force attraction present between these ions. So there is no free ions. So ionic compound cannot conduct electricity. Okay.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Any queries? Any question about this?
Um,
Okay, Momina. Thank you so much for taking the class.
This like you know.
I am sending you the PDF of this lecture.
okay.
Do you have cats? Okay. Yeah. Oh, oh. I don't like cats. I think the cat, right? Cat. That's right. Okay, then again we have it time. Totally done. Action from okay, you can time tomorrow. Okay, how are you? Are you? Where is your time? You don't have time?
Okay, Bhavna, this system is facing issue for downloading. So I will provide you tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Have you understood all the queries about this?
Yeah.
Okay, take care, goodbye.
Bye.